Hey, I'm RC, and in this video I'll show you how to perform the glitch called the Ganondoor. So first I will simply do the trick so you have a rough idea of how it goes, and then I will explain in detail how to do it. So long story short, what this glitch does is that it will one warp Link from the Gohma Boss room in the Deku Tree all the way to the tower collapse interior in the Ganon castle. So mastering this trick is pretty much a must if you want to run the any percent category. If you want more information about the emulator I'm using, as well as save states and pretty much all the software I use, then simply visit my website at RacingChu.com/Zelda. Okay, so now I'll show you how it's actually done. So the very first thing you want to do is to drop bugs on the ground and then catch them once again. This will make Link all a blue bottle that will be useful for the Ocarina item glitch. So now you want to align with this white mark on the wall. It doesn't need to be precise, the glitch will still work even though it's not perfectly aligned. And you want to do a side up, roll, roll, backflip, and then a backflip. Press the bottle button and then the sword button really quickly, and then you will perform the Ocarina item glitch. If you weren't quick enough, then you will enter the blue warp. So during the little animation you want to all right, and when it ends you want to press B, then walk a little bit, do a Deku Nuts, all Z and left, all those action at the same time, walk a little bit and then do a side up. After that, you simply want to all left, and at this point there will be a little setup that you will need to do. I will cover that very soon. I simply want to explain how the blue warp works, so you have a rough idea of how it goes. So there's an internal variable for the blue warp timer. When it reaches 101, you're teleported. If the blue warp is loaded, so if you're close to it, the timer increases, and if you look at it, it's loaded, so the timer also increases. But if you're in this area, the blue warp is not loaded, so you can move freely and you have all the time you want. What you will need to do very soon, I will explain how to do it, is to do a little adjustment. So I was at 89, by doing this 180 it's now at 892, and if you open the door being in the top right corner of the door, it's really important, and you quickly open the door when the timer is at 92, it will be at 101 after the door animation, and the one warp will work. Now if you're not in the top right corner, then the timer might increase to 96 only. So because it's below 101, you're teleported to the room before the boss, and if you open the door randomly, then it might ends up at 102, which is higher, so you're in the cutscene. Okay, so now we'll talk about the frame adjustment. So depending on how fast you threw your Deku Nuts, you might end up on this frame, for example. So this is frame 1 when Link is really close to the wall, and if it's the case, then the internal timer will be 87, and to fix it, so bring it to 92, you want to go in this corner, see target the wall, and do 3 180, and then when you will open the door, everything will work. Now if you waited a little bit more before actually throwing the Deku Nuts, you will end up on frame 2, so Link is between the black mark on the ground and the wall. In this case, the internal timer will be 89, and the adjustment is to simply Z-target the wall in about the middle, do a 180, now it's 92, and when you open the door, everything will work. Now for frame 3, so if you waited a little bit more before throwing the Deku Nuts, you will end up on the black mark on the ground, and this means you're frame 3, which is also 89 on the timer, so it's the same setup. You Z-target the wall, 180, go in the top right corner of the door, open it, and you will be run warp to the Ganon castle. Once again, if you waited a little bit more, you will hit the frame 4, and the frame 4 is between the black mark and the wall. And once again, it's 89 on the timer, so same setup, Z-target the wall, do a 180, it's now at 92, and when you open the door, you will be run warped. Really easy stuff. And then finally, if you waited once again a bit more, you will hit the 5th frame, so you're really close to the wall. And in this case, the internal timer is 91, so you will need to do a little setup differently. So you want to do a 180, but on the wall behind Link, and now it at 92, so you can open the door and do the glitch. So one thing I want to mention is that if you open the door and the screen stays black, then this means there was a problem with the last cutscene you have seen. Most of the time it's simply that you saved and quit, and this means the one warp will no longer work. One way to fix that is to simply go back to your house in the Kokiri forest, and it will set the cutscene to the right value for the one warp to work. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it about this video. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to check out my related videos. So I got one where I explain how wrong warping works, so why are you teleported to the Ganon castle after doing the glitch I just showed. Also got a video about faster setup for the one warp, but they are also a bit harder. I also got a video about how to suicide yourself and kill Gohma at the same time, so very useful for any percent. And I also have a video about the Gohma clip, which is currently the fastest way to come back to the boss room to do the one warp. So thanks again for watching, and see ya!